Macbeth Act 5, Scene 1. Here's a brief synopsis of Act 5 in total. Lady Macbeth, while sleepwalking, reveals her knowledge of the deaths of Duncan, Lady Macduff, and Banquo. Her continual washing of her hands cannot ease her dread or make her feel cleansed. The doctor and attendant realize they cannot help her. Macbeth is too involved with battle preparations against Malcolm and English and Scottish troops to spend much time considering his wife's dreams. When he hears of Lady Macbeth's death, he contemplates that life is full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That really famous soliloquy there. He reassures himself with the predictions only to see the woods advance when Malcolm's soldiers camouflage themselves with boughs from Birnam Wood. Macbeth sees the ambiguity of the predictions but goes bravely into battle. He kills young Seward, who dies fearlessly, and then faces Macduff, who tells him that he was not of woman born, but was untimely ripped from his mother's womb. So, Macduff, cesarean section, right? Finally, realizing the true implications of the predictions, Macbeth refuses to yield to Macduff and face capture and ridicule. He confronts Macduff and bravely fights to the death. Macduff displays the usurper's cursed head and acclaims Malcolm the new king of Scotland. So that's the play. Here's a brief synopsis of Scene 1. A gentlewoman who waits on Lady Macbeth has seen her walking in her sleep and has asked the doctor's advice. Together they observe Lady Macbeth make the gestures of repeatedly washing her hands. That's the famous, out damn spot, right? On our Blackboard page, we have Judi Dench looking at that and acting that scene, and maybe we'll look at that. She relives the horrors that she and Macbeth have carried out and experienced. The doctor concludes that she needs spiritual rather than medical aid. Here we go. Doctor, I have 2 nights' watch with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked? Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, the chest, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep. So Lady Macbeth is sleepwalking here, right? A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say? That, sir, which I will not report after her. You may to me, and 'tis most meet, suitable, you should, neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. And here's Lady Macbeth with the taper. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close. Hide and watch her. How comes she by that light? Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command. You see, her eyes are open. But their senses are shut. Their powers of. Her eyes are open, but she can't see. She's gone mad, right? What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hand. It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this quarter of an hour. This is the guilt, right? Remember, one of the themes of our class, Lady Macbeth has this blood on her hands, and she feels guilty, and she's trying to get her hands clean. Yet, here's a spot, Lady Macbeth, a spot of blood, but there's no blood there. Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly, to confirm my suspicions of her madness. Out, damn spot. Out, I say. Well, here's the famous scene. We'll watch Judi Dench enact this scene when we're done with this here. Out, damn spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and a feared. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power into account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? Duncan. That's Duncan she's thinking about, right? The old man to have so much blood in him. Remember how Lady Macbeth went and took the knives back and smeared the blood? Do you mark that? And this is prose here. The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all this with starting. Go to, you have known what you should not. So this is like Lady Macbeth confessing, right? In her sleep, her madness. She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. Here's the smell of blood. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh. She's distraught. She's feeling guilty. She's extremely upset. What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged. I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body. Well. Pray God it be, sir. This disease is beyond my practice. I can't help this, right? Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep who have died holily in their beds. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. He cannot come out of the grave. Lady Macbeth is sleepwalking mad, telling her husband not to worry about Banquo. Even so, to bed, there's a knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. Will she go to bed now? Directly. Foul whisperings are abroad. This is, everyone's talking about what's happened. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she to divine than a physician God. God, forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her all means of annoyance. That's take everything away where she can harm herself, right? They worried about her committing suicide. And still keep eyes upon her. Good night. Good night, doctor. My mind she has mated, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak. Good night, good doctor. So we have this here, right? Lady Macbeth is going mad with the guilt of murder. And I really, let's look at the famous, let me see here. Where do I have this? Right here. Here's Judi Dench in the famous scene. So humor me for a few moments, if you will.
Yet, here's a spot. She's out. Damn spot out, I say. 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. By my Lord Fye, a soldier and a fiat. What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You marred all with this starting.
Go to, you have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of the blood. Still! All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
The heart is.
There's the famous Judy Dench, keening wail there, which is really famous. And another moment with this, I think Lady Macbeth, I think she gets reduced and misread. And I don't mean to. I think an easy high school reading is she's evil incarnate and she influences Macbeth and she's just mean and bad and duplicitous and evil. I think that's very reductive. She does commit murder and she's an accessory and she plots and plans and she does do horrible things. Think of from her point of view, though. I mean, she's a much more complicated character than the reduction. Her lines are brilliant and beautiful. Think of women back in this time. Their role is to think of women's roles. Support the husband, support the king, stay in your place, take care of. If you have any, you're secondary. Lady Macbeth has seized this moment to seize power, which is wrong. I admit you don't kill people to gain power, but she sees this as a moment to assert her singular identity, her want, her she doesn't want to stay in the background. There's a great article in the Times by where Ruth Nega plays Lady Macbeth, and she talks about the complications of the character and how she's a complicated character, right? I don't think she can be easily reduced to, well, she did bad and that's that. We'll wipe our hands of her. I think people are much more complicated, which similarly, I'm not excusing Lady Macbeth in any way or making excuses, but the reason why we do things and the reason why she's in some ways as woman as feminine a victim of her time for being stuck in a spot, and she tries to take these reins and overcome that spot, but we see her spot the great Judy Dench with that wail there. Lady Macbeth is going mad, and we're going to be wrapping up. Things are moving to a close soon.